Welcome back to the deep dive. We all know earning money, well, it takes incredible effort, right? Focus, time.
Absolutely. It's tough work.
But then keeping it, that feels like the really hard part sometimes. Terrifying even.
It just seems to evaporate. Little decisions every day.
Exactly. So today we've dug into our sources and pulled out 10 really practical strategies, things designed to give you, the listener, immediate, actionable control over your finances.
Yeah.
Our mission isn't just to, list them off. We want to really dive deep into why the sources say these things actually work, the mechanisms behind them.
Precisely. We're moving past just saying spend less. That's not super helpful on its own, is it?
Not really.
So we want to give you specific tools, some insights from the material. This deep dive, it's really about structure, finding control.
Finding the leaks, maybe?
Finding leaks, understanding the friction points, and importantly, building habits that actually stick.
Okay, let's get into it. Where do we start? Laying the foundation, I guess.
Makes sense. You need that base first.
Right. So tip number 1, the big one, it has to be make a budget.
The heavyweight champion, as you call it.
Right.
Yeah.
It sounds so basic, though. But the sources seem to stress that most people don't fail because they don't know they should budget. It's that they don't have a structured way to do it. So what methods are the sources pointing to, especially for someone who needs clarity?
Okay, so the sources highlight a couple of really effective ways. First, there's the well-known 5E30-20 rule.
Ah, yes. Heard of that one.
It simplifies things, right?
Yeah.
50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and crucially, 20% straight into savings or paying off debt. It's pretty accessible for most people.
Okay, that's one way.
But for those who really want that, like microscopic control, the sources also push zero-based budgeting.
Zero-based. Okay, explain that.
The core idea is that every single dollar or pound or whatever currency gets assigned a job. Rent, food, savings, fund money, everything.
So income minus expenses equals 0.
Exactly. It forces you to account for everything. And it tackles that main failure point, what the sources call mental accounting.
You mean like forgetting the small cash spends, the coffees, the snacks?
Precisely. Those little things that just vanish, but, they kill your weekly totals. A zero-based budget makes you see them.
That makes total sense. Seeing it all written down, that's the control mechanism right there.
It really is. The aha moment.
Okay, so the budget is the map, but you need a destination too, don't you?
Definitely. Otherwise, you're just driving around.
So the sources cleverly bring in motivation before just telling you to save, which is why we're jumping ahead slightly to tip number 10. Set a clear savings goal.
Yes, this is critical.
The key word here seems to be specificity. The sources insist it can't just be save more.
Nope, too vague. Doesn't work long term.
It needs to be tangible, something you can almost touch, like save $1,500 for that new laptop, or maybe build up 6 months of living costs in an emergency fund.
And what's really interesting, psychologically speaking, is how having that specific goal changes your immediate decisions.
How so?
Well, when you really define that goal, maybe it's a trip you desperately want or a down payment.
Right.
That goal becomes like an emotional anchor. It gives you a reason to say no to that impulse buy right in front of you.
Okay. Because saving is delayed gratification, isn't it? And spending is immediate.
Exactly. The sources explain this really well. Spending gives you that instant buzz. Saving, well, the reward is way off in the future.
So the clearer that future reward is the trip, the laptop, the easier it is to resist the now.
Precisely. It's using motivation as a kind of financial defense mechanism. Powerful stuff.
Okay, map drawn, destination clear. Now, how do we actually navigate? Let's go back to tip number 2. Consistency. Save a little every month.
Right. Journey itself.
This one tackles that mental block, I think. People often wait. They think, oh, I'll save when I earn more, or I can only save if it's a big chunk.
The all-or-nothing trap.
Yeah. But the sources say just start small. $5, $10, $20, whatever you can manage. The amount isn't really the point at first.
It's the habit.
It's the habit, building that saving muscle.
And connecting this back. The sources really emphasize this idea of paying yourself first.
Okay, what does that mean practically?
Automation is your best friend here. Set up an automatic transfer the moment your paycheck lands.
Before you even see it, almost?
Ideally, yes. A small amount gets whisked away into your savings account. You've secured it before you get tempted to spend it on, variable stuff.
That creates an immediate win, doesn't it? Psychologically.
Huge win. And think about it, even just $20 a week, it doesn't sound like much maybe.
But over a year?
That's over $1,000. And more importantly, it proves to yourself that you can save. It shifts your identity
From I can't afford to save
to I am someone who saves regularly. That's a powerful mindset shift.
okay, foundation laid. Map, destination, regular movement. Now let's talk about plugging those leaks. The money drains we don't always notice.
Ugh, the messy middle. Yes.
Tip number 3 hits a big one. Avoiding impulse buying.
The bane of many budgets.
We've all felt it, haven't we? That pull, see something shiny, maybe it's on sale.
That emotional urge.
Yeah. And the sources suggest a really critical self-check question, asking yourself, do I need this to solve a genuine immediate problem, or do I just feel like I deserve a little treat right now?
That's a good framing. It forces honesty.
And this ties back to the goal setting we talked about, right? Tip 10.
It does. And the sources offer a brilliant, really practical tactic here. It's called the 24-hour rule.
Okay, how does that work?
If you're unsure about buying something non-essential,
Hmm.
like really unsure,
Yeah.
physically put the item down. Or if you're online, close the browser tab and just wait. Wait a full day.
Just sleep on it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
What happens psychologically is that initial rush, that dopamine hit from seeing something new, it fades.
The novelty wears off.
Exactly. And the sources suggest that by the next day, maybe 80% of those impulse urges, they've just gone poof.
Wow. That's saving money without feeling like you're depriving yourself too much.
Right. You just let the emotion pass.
Okay, so from active impulse buys to passive spending. The sneaky kind.
Silent drains. Yep.
Tip number 6 deals with this. Cancel unused subscriptions.
Oh, this is a huge one in the modern world.
I have to admit, I looked at my statement recently, found a charge for a meditation app I used maybe twice last year. Still paying.
See? That's exactly the leak 6 targets. And it's not just like Netflix or Spotify. It's gym memberships you don't use, niche streaming things, apps you got on a free trial and forgot about.
The free trial trap.
Totally. And this touches on a key point about, well, modern business models. A lot of these services rely on inertia.
On you forgetting you're paying them.
Pretty much. They rely on you being too busy or just not noticing. If you're paying, say, $15 a month for 3 apps you never open,
It adds up fast.
that's $540 a year just disappearing passively.
So what's the actionable step? How do you fight back?
The sources recommend scheduling a regular subscription audit, maybe once a quarter.
Like putting it in your calendar.
Exactly. Sit down, go through your bank statement line by line. Check your phone's subscription settings too. Don't just glance at the big bills. Look for those small, recurring charges.
That sounds like potentially one of the quickest ways to find savings. High return on investment for your time.
Absolutely. It's a massive quick win.
Okay, another quick win perhaps. For the purchases we do actually need to make, we need to be smarter about them. Tip number 8. Compare prices before you buy.
Simple, but often skipped.
It means not just grabbing the first thing you see, right? Adopting a mindset that, like, shopping is a bit of a game.
Yeah, like you're trying to beat the average price. Don't just settle
How much difference can it really make? A few minutes comparing.
on bigger things. Electronics, household items. It can easily save you $20, $50, sometimes more.
And it's easier now than ever, I suppose.
Way easier. With online price comparison sites, browser extensions that do it automatically, the effort is minimal now.
Right. Low time cost, high potential return.
And think about it, that $20 you save just by checking 3 different websites.
Yeah.
That $20 goes straight towards that savings goal we talked about. Your necessary spending becomes productive, in a way. It helps fund your mission.
That's a great way to think about it. Okay, fantastic. We've flagged some major leaks. Let's shift gears now to the final section. Strategic lifestyle changes.
Right. The daily habits.
These are things that save money over time, hopefully without feeling too much like punishment.
Sustainable changes.
Exactly. Tip number 4 is a classic, probably one of the most effective. Cook at home.
Ah, the big one for food costs.
The sources really hit on the double benefit here. It's not just cheaper.
It's usually way healthier, too.
Right. Than most takeout or restaurant food.
Yeah.
But the big hurdle is time, isn't it? Cooking takes effort after a long day.
That is the key friction point, definitely. So what the sources strongly suggest is batch cooking.
Making loads at once?
Yeah. Instead of just cooking for tonight, maybe spend a couple of hours on a Sunday. Prep lunches and maybe dinners for the next 3-4 days.
Like meal prep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you actually calculate the cost ingredients versus a restaurant meal, which has labor, rent, all that overhead baked in,
The difference must be huge.
cooking at home can save you like 60 to 70% per meal. easily. And batch cooking makes it manageable. It lowers that daily, "Ooh, I have to cook" feeling.
So you're more likely to stick with it. Makes sense.
Higher adherence, better savings.
Okay, sticking with smart daily choices. Let's talk about getting around. Tip number 5, use public transport where possible.
Another potentially big saver, depending on your circumstances.
Yeah, obviously this depends a lot on where you live, access, all that. But for people who do have options, what makes taking the bus or the train truly strategic financially? What are the hidden costs of driving?
Well, people often just think about the cost of gas, right? But the true cost of owning and running a car is way more. The sources calculate savings based on fuel, obviously, but also lower maintenance costs, sometimes cheaper insurance, and a big one people forget: depreciation. Cars lose value fast.
Ah, right. The value just drops off.
So using public transit, especially for a daily commute, essentially lets you outsource some of your biggest variable costs.
Like oil changes, new tires, brake pads.
All that stuff. If you can swap that for, say, a monthly transit pass, which might even be subsidized by your employer.
You could save hundreds.
Potentially, yes. And that money flows straight into your savings goal, your emergency fund, instead of into your car's upkeep. Plus, bonus points for being better for the environment.
True. Okay, let's move back to the kitchen, sort of. Tip number 7, buy in bulk.
Okay. This one needs a bit of nuance, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, buying in bulk sounds good, but there are risks, right? You spend more upfront, things could spoil. How do you avoid just wasting money or food? You're not suggesting we buy 50 pounds of lettuce, are you?
Definitely not. No, that's the crucial point the sources make. Bulk buying should be strategic, meaning restricted almost exclusively to things that won't go bad quickly.
Yeah.
Non-perishables or things you genuinely use a lot of consistently.
Okay, like what?
Think rice, pasta, maybe frozen meat if you have freezer space. Household stuff is great for this. Soap, laundry detergent, toilet paper, things you know you'll get through.
Right, staples.
Staples, exactly. The logic is simple unit cost. The bigger pack almost always costs less per item, per ounce, whatever.
So while the initial cost is higher,
your cost per use is lower, plus fewer trips to the store, which saves time and maybe avoids impulse buys too. But yeah, steer clear of bulk buying anything with a short shelf life unless you have a definite plan.
Got it. Excellent clarification. Okay, last one. Tip number 9. This one feels quite empowering, actually, and maybe a bit countercultural these days. It's repair, don't replace.
Oh, fighting planned obsolescence, yes.
It requires a real shift in thinking, doesn't it? Away from just tossing something the minute it hiccups.
It does. If something breaks a jacket zipper, a wobbly chair leg, a small appliance acting up.
Your first thought should be, can I fix this?
Exactly. Try to fix it first. It puts you back in control.
It's probably easier than ever now.
Way easier. The sources make a strong point here about resources. We have YouTube.
It's true. There's a tutorial for almost everything.
Right. YouTube, online forums, community repair cafes are popping up. You can often find cheap spare parts online. Self-repair is genuinely accessible for so many things now.
And it stops that urge to just buy the newer, shinier version just because the old one needed a tiny fix.
Precisely. It combats that consumerist impulse. This strategy is huge for avoiding big unexpected costs, especially on electronics or furniture or appliances. It keeps significant money in your pocket.
Wow. Okay, this has been incredibly practical. We've gone from the absolute foundation budgeting, setting that crystal clear goal,
the map and destination,
to actively stopping the leaks, checking impulses, canceling those zombie subscriptions,
finding the lost money,
and finally, making those smarter, strategic lifestyle shifts towards efficiency. Cooking, transport, repairing things.
Yeah, and when you pull all 10 of these threads together, the overall message that really comes through from the sources is pretty clear, I think.
What's the core takeaway?
That saving money isn't really about being cheap or about harsh deprivation. It's not about misery.
It's about being smart.
It's about being smart. It's about being conscious, deliberate, strategic with the money you worked so hard to earn in the first place.
It's about gaining control.
Exactly. And that feeling of control, that's incredibly liberating, isn't it?
It really is. And what stands out is that these steps, well, you can start them now. They're actionable.
Right away.
So let's leave our listener with a challenge then. We gave you the map budgeting and the fuel, those clear goals. Now think about this. Which single action are you going to commit to implementing, like today, right now? Which one gives you that most immediate hit of feeling in control?
Good question. 2 clear options jump out from our list.
Will it be setting that super specific, concrete goal? Naming that trip, that laptop, that emergency fund amount, getting that motivation locked in?
Or
Will it be conducting that thorough subscription audit, hunting down and canceling those passive leaks right now to instantly free up cash?
one focuses on the future pull, the other on stopping the present drain.
Exactly. Pick one. Whichever feels like the biggest win for you right now, do that one thing today and start taking back control. Start saving.